Welcome to our travel podcast.
Today, we'll learn how to rent a car.
You need your license and a credit card.
Super easy.
Hello, everyone, and a very warm welcome back to another episode of the Me Too English Club. I'm Emily, your resident language guide and travel enthusiast. Whether you're prepping for a summer road trip or trying to survive a business trip abroad, we've got your back.
And I'm Paul, your official representative for anxious travelers everywhere. Hello, everyone. Emily, I have some massive news. On my next vacation, I am finally breaking up with public transportation. No more dragging a 30-kilogram suitcase of broken subway escalators. No more missing the last regional bus. I'm going to rent a car and hit the open road.
That's wonderful, Paul. Honestly, congratulations. Renting a vehicle gives you an unmatched sense of freedom. You can stop at that random scenic overlook, visit remote villages, and travel on your own schedule. But let me ask you a crucial question. Are you truly ready to face the final boss of travel, the rental car counter?
To be completely honest with you, Emily, I'm absolutely terrified. My palms are sweating just thinking about it. I've heard so many horror stories from friends. They say the agents at the counter treat you like a walking wallet and aggressively try to sell you 10 different things you've never heard of and definitely don't need.
You aren't wrong to feel a bit cautious, Paul. It's a classic travel pain point. Rental counter staff are often trained to sell add-ons quickly. They talk fast, use industry jargon, and throw complex terms at you like insurance, liability, and deductibles. When you're jet-lagged after a 12-hour flight, it's easy to just nod and say yes to everything.
Exactly. That is my worst nightmare. I don't want to end up paying double the original price of the rental just because I didn't understand the agent's fast English or felt pressured.
Take a deep breath, Paul. That's exactly why we are here today. In this first part of our guide, we are going to break down the exact phrases you need to confidently pick up your car, navigate the tricky insurance battle, and make sure you don't accidentally ruin the engine by putting the wrong fuel type in.
Fantastic. I've got my passport, my credit card, and my international driving permit ready to go. Let's virtually step up to the counter and get this rolling.
Step 1. Picking up the car. All right, let's visualize the scene. You've been waiting in line, and now it's your turn. You walk up to the agent. The very first thing you need to establish is that you already have a booking. You should say, "I have a reservation." Listeners, repeat after Paul. I have a reservation.
I have a reservation.
Perfect. Now the agent will immediately ask for your documents. Usually they'll say something like, "Can I see your driver's license and a credit card under your name?"
Right, my driver's license. But remember, if you are driving in a foreign country, your local license usually isn't enough by itself. You absolutely must bring your International Driving Permit, IDP. It's essentially an official translation of your license.
Spot on, Paul. Always present both together to avoid any hiccups. Once the paperwork is in their system, here comes the first sales pitch. The agent will look at their computer, smile warmly, and ask, "Would you like to upgrade your vehicle today?"
Ah, the classic upgrade trap. Upgrade sounds like a luxury gift, but it actually means they want me to take a bigger, shinier, or faster car in exchange for a higher daily fee, right?
Exactly. They might say, "For just an extra $10 a day, I can get you into a spacious SUV." But if you're traveling solo or on a budget, that adds up fast. Plus, bigger cars are harder to park in tight foreign streets. If you love the car you originally booked online, just look them in the eye and say politely but firmly, "No thanks, the standard car is fine."
Let me practice that with some attitude. No thanks, the standard car is fine. I need to save every single dollar for local street food and souvenirs.
Step 2, the insurance battle. Now, steel yourself because we're entering the most confusing zone, insurance. The agent will often look concerned and ask, "Do you want to add full coverage today?"
Full coverage. I hear that word and my mind goes blank. It sounds incredibly safe because it covers everything, but it's usually where they make the most profit.
It does offer peace of mind because it typically reduces your financial responsibility to zero if the car is damaged or stolen. If you didn't buy any insurance beforehand and want total protection, you can say, yes, please, full coverage.
But wait, Emily, what if I already bought a comprehensive independent insurance policy online when I booked the car through a third-party travel website?
This is where many tourists get tricked into paying twice. The counter agent might say, oh, that online insurance isn't our company's insurance, so you'll have to pay a massive deposit if you stick with it. Do not panic. If you're confident in your online policy, you must firmly state, I'm already covered, thank you. Let's practice that together. Repeat after me. I'm already covered.
I'm already covered. Wow, this feels like a linguistic shield. It completely stops the agent from pressuring you into buying double insurance.
It really does. Another acronym you will definitely hear or see on the contract is CDW. That stands for Collision Damage Waiver. It's not technically insurance, but an agreement where the rental company waives their right to make you pay for major damage to the car structure.
CDW, got it. Honestly, to keep my brain from exploding at the counter, I'll just memorize 2 key golden phrases. I'm already covered if I have online insurance, or full coverage please if I want total safety directly from them.
Excellent strategy. Now let's talk about the physical car itself. In North America, almost every rental car is automatic. But if you're renting a car in Europe, the UK, or parts of Asia, the default, cheapest option is almost always a manual car.
Oh no, a manual? You mean I'd have to use a clutch pedal and shift gears with my hand? I haven't driven a manual since my driving test 10 years ago. If you put me in a manual car on a steep hill in Europe, I will stall the engine and cry. I absolutely need an automatic.
You are definitely not alone there. Many modern drivers can only drive automatics. Therefore, you must double-check your rental contract before stepping out. Ask the agent directly, is this an automatic?
Let me memorize this word for word. Is this an automatic? If they say no, I will beg them to change it.
Good. And once that's settled, here's another critical question that could literally save your trip from disaster. Is it petrol or diesel?
Petrol or diesel? This is a massive trap for international travelers. If I accidentally put diesel into a regular petrol engine or vice versa, the entire engine can be destroyed, and insurance definitely won't cover that mistake.
Exactly. It causes catastrophic engine failure. Also, keep in mind a quick vocabulary difference. In the UK and Australia, they use the word petrol. However, if you're driving in the United States or Canada, they call it gas or gasoline. Let's practice the universal question. Is it petrol or diesel?
Is it petrol or diesel? I'm going to write this down in bold letters on a sticky note and paste it directly onto my steering wheel.
Practice segment, counter conversation. Let's put everything we've learned into a real-world simulation. I will play the fast-talking rental car counter agent, and Paul, you'll be our savvy, confident traveler. Listeners, pay close attention to how Paul handles the pressure. Dialogue. Hello there. Welcome to Apex Car Rentals. Do you have a reservation with us today?
Yes, I do. It's under the name Paul Smith. Here is my passport and confirmation voucher.
Great, found it. Can I see your domestic driver's license and your international driving permit, please?
Yes, of course. Here you go.
Wonderful. I see you booked an economy compact car. Would you like to upgrade to a full-size SUV today for just an extra $15 a day?
No thanks. The standard car is fine.
No problem. Do you want to add our premium full coverage today? It covers all scratches and accidents.
No thank you. I'm already covered by my independent travel policy.
All right then. Please sign here. Your keys are right here and your vehicle is located in lot number B12. It's a blue sedan.
Excellent. One more thing before I go. Is it petrol or diesel?
It takes unleaded petrol. There's also a sticker inside the fuel cap.
Perfect. Thank you for your help.
End dialogue. Brilliant performance, Paul. You handled those upsell questions like a total pro. Now, listeners, it's your turn to practice the key survival phrases. Repeat right after Paul. Is it petrol or diesel?
Is it petrol or diesel?
And let's practice our ultimate defense sentence. I'm already covered, thank you.
I'm already covered. Thank you.
Part 1 conclusion.
Wow, Emily, I actually feel like a weight has been lifted off my shoulders. I have the car keys in my hand, my paperwork is fully sorted, and I didn't get tricked into buying unnecessary additions. I am officially ready to start the engine and drive off into the sunset.
You did an amazing job, Paul, but don't let your guard down just yet. Getting the keys is only half the battle. Once you drive out of that airport rental parking lot, the real adventure begins. You have to actually navigate an unfamiliar foreign road system.
Oh boy, you're right. Reality is setting in. I'll have to deal with weird foreign road signs, crazy intersections, and eventually I'm going to have to pull into a foreign gas station to refuel the car myself.
Don't panic, Paul. In part 2 of our episode, we are going to dive straight into road signs, mastering your navigation system, and how to successfully use a self-service gas station without looking like a lost tourist.
Sounds like exactly what I need. Let's take a very short commercial break, grab a sip of water, and I'll see all of our listeners right out on the road.
Goodbye, everyone.
Bye-bye.